that we're moving forward. We believe we've been transparent with what information we want and why we want it. So the American people and hopefully the media can be the judges of how they're responding.
But Democrats do have a very coordinated approach to defending the president in these inquiries. I mean,
if they want to continue to defend the indefensible, then more power to them. But this is something that Joe Biden promised when he was campaigning for president, that he would have the most transparent administration in history. I'll let the media be the judge of whether that's an accurate promise that he made.
And give us some context on the transcribed interview today, what you want out of that, but what you think that might reveal. I mean, obviously that's the first major step where you've had somebody in since you've been the chair.
No, we're glad. This was our first official transcribed interview during my chairmanship. So we'll have the General Counsel for the National Archives come in today. We just have the same questions that you all have. We want to know what type of documents are we talking about. We're going to ask about the documents that Trump has, as well as the documents that Biden and Pence have. And go ahead.
But you think that something they did triggered all this, and that's why this was handled differently with Trump and different with Biden.
And this is, I can tell you this: in the beginning, the story was that the National Archives triggered the raid on Mar-a-Lago. They've come back and implied that it wasn't the National Archives, that it was actually the Department of Justice. So we want to know who triggered the raid on Mar-a-Lago. We're very concerned about who had access to Biden's document with respect to the investigation we're conducting. We have reason to believe that Hunter Biden has had some contacts that would be of concern to our national security.
But aren't you kind of suggesting, okay, that you have some problems with Hunter Biden, you might have some problems with the president here, and just because there might have been some documents here, doesn't that take a leap of faith to get to that point? I mean, I realize there's some unanswered questions in there, but I mean, aren't you kind of stretching that a little bit?
No, we just want to know who had access to the documents, who all was involved with the president's personal attorneys in going in and looking for the document. Did they have security clearance? We don't know who his personal attorneys are. We don't know who their clients are. So we just have basic questions. We're not accusing anyone of any wrongdoing. We just want to know the facts. And this is the first opportunity we've had for anyone from the National Archives to sit down and talk to us.
But so what you expect when they look at this, don't they seem to think that you guys have reached a conclusion and you're kind of going backward trying to figure out, well, Hunter Biden, he may or may not have had access to these documents, trying to fill in the blanks?
Well, we're pretty certain that Hunter Biden was in the proximity of the document.
What you expect from tomorrow's
What makes
hearing?
you say that?
What makes us say that?
What evidence do you have of that?
Because they were in the house where Hunter Biden lived for 2 years.
In Hunter Biden's correspondence and the business correspondence and business dealings, is there any evidence that he may have had knowledge of top secret information?
We have no evidence of that.
Okay.
Are you planning on bringing Pence in to testify before the committee?
I doubt it. I mean, he's being cooperative. If there's some bombshell that he did anything wrong, then we'd certainly consider that.
So then, wouldn't you want him to come speak to you if he's being cooperative? Wouldn't that be?
They're willing to work with us now. So we're pretty satisfied with the way Pence has acted. We're not satisfied with the way Joe Biden's acted.
Thank you.
Sorry, I misspoke.
No, we understand. I've never done
Everybody understand what I meant?
Yes. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Hey, guys. Good morning.